forward to doing the Q&A with you.
I am a big fan, Eric, and I'm dying to see you.
Hi Nicholas, you're one of my favourite actors in the world. I'm so excited to meet you. I love all your performances in your movies.
He's a great actor, a big actor, and I just want to say that I love him. I love all the films.
Sometimes it's embarrassing to have his fingerprints on the guns. Sometimes he needs a freelancer like me to supply forces he can't be seen supplying.
He's on stage. Thank you.
Vorrei sapere se farai di nuovo film tipo Che Caso oppure Ghost Rider oppure film del genere dove ci sono personaggi dei fumetti.
It's hard for me to choose a favorite because I feel I've learned through the ones that have worked and through the ones that have not worked. And so I wouldn't single out one as my favorite, although I do like Lord of War very, very much. And I'm glad you enjoyed that movie. In terms of my future, my instincts at this time are to return to my roots, which are independently spirited dramas. I want to go back to making movies on a smaller scale where I can really take chances with emotions and with the drama.
Salve, sono Gianmaria da Sorrento. Ciao Nicolas, prima di tutto voglio dire che sei un attore davvero molto bravo, molto versatile, molto particolare nel cinema americano. Secondo il mio punto di vista anche decisamente sottovalutato, secondo alcuni aspetti, anche da alcuni critici. Io mi voglio focalizzare soprattutto su un film che ritengo un film enorme della tua carriera, che è Il ladro di orchidee di Spike Jonze, scritto da forse il più grande sceneggiatore del momento, o comunque del 2000, che è Charlie Kaufman. Quel film appartiene a tutta una serie di film, tra cui anche Effetto a notte di Truffaut o I protagonisti di Robert Altman, nel quale tu interpreti uno sceneggiatore e quindi interpreti un uomo di cinema. E quindi volevo chiederti che lavoro compie un attore, un uomo di cinema come te, nell'interpretare un altro uomo di cinema. Che lavoro compie un attore che si trova su un set di un altro set? Grazie.
That was one of the most challenging experiences I had as a film actor, because I was playing two different parts. I was playing twin brothers, Charlie and Donald, and I had to learn twice as much dialogue. They would record, if I got out of bed and I was feeling cranky, I would play Charlie, and then it was time to play Donald, and they would switch back and forth 2 or 3 times a day. And I would have to listen to the recording at what I did as the other brother, and then talk back to that, and then look at a tennis ball on a stand, and imagine he was the other me. So it was a very convoluted experience in acting.
As everyone knows, you have a famous movie, Face Off. It's working with our Hong Kong director, John Woo. So I want to ask you a question. Do you want to make some movie with some Chinese actor, just like Mr. Zhang Yimou? And which kind do you want to make? Because our Chinese film is going on a way in an international nation. So we need some international star like you. Do you want? Thank you.
Yes, I would consider it a privilege and an honor to make a movie in your country. I had a very good experience with John Woo, and I'm very excited about the results of what we did together. Tony Leung is one of my favorite actors. I'd like to work with him.
Hello, my name is Vasilisa and I'm from Russia. I wanted to ask you, what do you feel when your film character dies?
Allora, io vengo dalla Russia e vorrei fare questa domanda. Che cosa senti quando un protagonista nel tuo film muore?
When I make a movie where my character is asked to die, I want it to be memorable. I try to find little things to do to make that exit exciting for you to watch. Like in Face Off, pretty much died, the character John was playing me died singing. In Cotton Club, I dropped jelly beans out of my hands. And when I use, because none of us have died yet, I can only use my imagination, which is what we all have here a great deal of as young people. Let's hope you retain the imagination, because that's your greatest tool as an actor. So for me, death would be a release. And that's what I try to convey.
I know that last year you were in Romania, in Sibiu, to film for Ghost Rider 2. How did you feel there? How do you think about Romania?
I was very happy in Romania, spending time filming Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance with my family being with me, and we would go out on road trips to different areas, and I enjoyed the people there, so I would look forward to going there again. Well, first of all, say hello to your cousin. It's nice. And it's a good question. The place I'm trying to get to with film acting is to hopefully make it less acting. In other words, really feel it. So when I choose a script, I'm looking for whether or not I can portray the character you will one day write honestly, so that I don't have to act, so that I can tell the story because I have some understanding of it, either in my own life or in my imagination. And I look for scripts that allow me to grow, allow me to stretch myself and challenge me in some way. Scripts that make me afraid. Because if you go towards what you're afraid of within reason, there's a very good chance that that's exactly what you should be doing to learn from. As a young man, I was 15, and I really didn't have any training. And so I would go out and really live the part, you know, do really pretty crazy things. You know. If I was playing a gangster in Cotton Club, I would go out and smash a car, and a toy car, and then pay the person for it, just to see if I could get fear in them so I would believe I was that scary person. I have learned that that doesn't work if you want to have a happy life. If you want to have a happy family life, you can't take the character home with you. But having said that, there are still days, for example, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, in Romania, by the way, where if I get so lost in a character, go into the imagination of being the Spirit of Vengeance, it's maybe a very bad idea to invite me to a Christmas party. Because, so, but it's best to keep it at the set.
Ciao, molti tuoi ruoli ti hanno portato a rapportarti con la debolezza umana. Penso a Living Las Vegas come esempio carne, dove sei stato straordinario. E come ti comporti quando scendi in quell'abisso? Cioè come fai a rimanere comunque vigile appunto a interpretare un lavoro nonostante stai scendendo nell'abisso più profondo di un uomo?
Many years ago I went to an event, not unlike this, where Jean-Luc Godard, the French filmmaker, said that cinema can be like a medicine. And well, I took that to heart. I was only about 12 at the time, and I began to see the possibility that if I play tragic characters, that it may touch other people who can relate to those characters because they may be going through a similar experience in their own lives. and they might get some sort of resolution out of it, or it may compel them to make the right choice instead of the wrong choice. And so I find it very gratifying to play a part like leaving Las Vegas. The thing that I admire so much about Giffoni is the idea, from my point of view, that you're all from different parts of the world, and you're all meeting each other for the first time. And it's my belief that there's one path for all of us. It's man and woman. There's one myth. And we are all going to experience it. So you get to see that we're all very similar. Otherwise, movies don't work around the world. But you celebrate your differences, your cultural differences. So someone from Pakistan can meet someone from Israel and say, well, I like this kind of food, or I like that kind of food. Or tell me your stories, where you're from. What's your fairy tale? Well, this is my fairy tale. It's all from the same source, and yet we choose to celebrate it differently, which is, that to me is what love is about, not hatred. So when I play a part like leaving Las Vegas, hopefully it'll touch someone in Finland, it'll touch someone in Macedonia, or it'll touch someone in Italy, all over the world who are having a problem with alcohol, and maybe they get something out of it, because it's one experience, man and woman. And first of all, best of luck to you on your career in special effects. That's a very exciting area, one of the most creative in the filmmaking community. It's up to the actor to use his imagination. Once again, that's your most important tool as an actor, your imagination. So if you are in touch with that, and you haven't let people discourage it, I find it quite simple. I can see the monster in my imagination. I don't have to act. I can see it. I am not always happy with the results. I don't always like the monster that I'm fighting, or I don't always like the look. And sometimes I'm thrilled with it. What they're using as my enemy in the film. So the answer is it's both. But I like that you're choosing that path. I think you're going to have a lot of creative satisfaction in it.
One of the best film directors ever was here, Francois Truffaut, and so we have dedicated the award to Francois Truffaut, and it is an award for us. It's a very special award which we only give out to the people who we think inspire young people through their movies or through the things they say. And today we are more than happy to give this award to Nicolas Cage.
Grazie.